So Aradhya has something built out already, but it's a simple. I mean, it looks like a long train, but it's just I think 10 or 11 nodes because most of it is just interacting with the Gmail.
Yeah. So rather than just going through this, I was too lazy. I asked my AI builder to explain it for me. So in a gist, this workflow identifies potential sales threads. So it just performs a Gmail search on all the emails I've sent out in the last 2 weeks. So as you can see, I've just connected Shayanto's Gmail account, dropped in a label filter, and dropped in a simple query that's used on the Gmail search. I fetch out everything. I create summaries of each thread that's going out. So, and also, by the way, I try to carve out all the emails into customers versus vendors because obviously we need that classification. Once that is done, I find out all this emails, especially in that thread using the subject lines, perform a double filter to ensure that in case I've sent out multiple emails with the same subject line, I just map them with the thread ID. And then again, create very simple thread summaries and see whether I want to perform an action or not. So once I have this, once I have the entire thread context, we have simply classified into an actionable when person has already replied to us, but we haven't replied, and a follow up where essentially we've been ghosted. But yes, along with that, we obviously get the entire thread summary, propose next email, what is the domain of the company that we interacted with in the specific thread, and again, we send it out to Slack. So just to give you an example, nRev Ops Tracker. Again, here we get a bunch of notifications that, okay, your opportunity needs an actionable. We get the entire thread summary and a proposed response so that we can simply go out and follow up.
And the coolest part about this is that I possibly receive at least like 10 to 15 different emails that are people who are trying to sell to me, and all that is eliminated. This is only for people whom I am trying to sell to, and ones that I've missed out on following up. So yeah, that's the cool part. And by the way, guys, if you're thinking that you'll have to build this out, no, absolutely not. Anything that we built out on this, on this session is going to be passed over to you, which you can just import. Rather, if you could just show how you import, but
Yep.
you just need to import the file. There's no other complexity to it.
Yeah.
So if you the three dots, yeah.
Yeah. So for each workflow, this is, I'll say we took it out of Anettin's book. For each workflow, you can, I mean, essentially we would have downloaded it and it goes as a JSON. And on nRev, again, I can simply import it and upload this exact JSON. Let's say, yeah. Let's just hit import and this workflow. And yeah, everything gets copied and I can now use it. Of course, I'll have to just connect to Slack or Gmail in this case. But yes, rest of it is already customized, so you won't have to worry about anything.
Okay. And there was a relevant question I think Rajoshi asked. How, like, is this taken out of the book of N10, and how do you, I think, is it safe to assume that these are custom nodes built on top of N10? Like Rajat mentioned, no. And more importantly, one very stark difference that we brought about from in the GTM context is that all your data is retained. Every time you run a node, it's going to retain it no matter how many times you run it, and you can download the data from there. So you never lose data, right? That's just one of the things that we mentioned.